Dear friends, welcome to another video of Inspired Souls. Today we are going to discuss about the interpersonal relationship. So, in everyday life, we are filled with the interpersonal relationship. Okay, interpersonal relationship between means a relationship between two persons. When there are more than one person and there is a relationship between those people, it is known as interpersonal relationship. So, we can understand that we have got lot of interpersonal relationship by our mingling with the family, by our mingling with the colleagues, by our mingling with the schoolmates and other people. So this is helping us to grow in the interpersonal relationship, or we can say man's life is impossible without the interpersonal relationship, as man is a social being. So there are some problems sometimes we are facing in interpersonal relationship. It is due to certain negative emotions. When we talk with other people by having some negative emotions in our mind, it can also equally affect our interpersonal relationship and it may create lot of disturbances too. So how we can overcome these disturbances in our interpersonal relationship and how we can become a person who is having an effective interpersonal relationship is the topic of today's video. So we should have certain qualities to have a proper interpersonal relationship or to have a healthy interpersonal relationship. The qualities are, the first one is empathy, and the second one is assertiveness, and the third one is positive thinking, and fourth one is trust. So if we have these four qualities, if we have developed these four qualities in a well manner, we can interact very well with the people around us. Maybe our family members, maybe our colleagues, maybe our authorities or our relations or whoever it is. Okay, the first quality is empathy. Empathy means to think in other man's shoes. Often our conversation becomes failures. It is because of lack of understanding of the other person. We are not able to understand what the other person is saying, and we don't have a proper listening skill also. We lack a proper listening skill. Because of that, our interpersonal relationship comes in turmoil. So we should have an ability to think in other man's shoes, to emotionally understand what the other person is saying to us. It helps us to have a proper listening skill and leads to a proper interpersonal relationship. And the second one is the positive thinking. So always we should have a positive thinking about others. Whatever we do, we should be free, we should be open to them, and we should also have a positive thinking. They will also like our manners, our way of talk, etc. That is the second quality. The third one is trust. We should be able to trust the other person. Okay, whatever the problems you share with the other person, the person is able to keep in trust and keep it between both of us. So that kind of attitude also we should have. We should be careful as we are opening all the things to others. At the same time, if we are saying something openly to the other person, we also should be able to trust the second person. That is the next skill we should develop in the interpersonal relationship. And the last skill in the interpersonal relationship is, so we have seen empathy, trust, positive thinking. The last one is assertiveness. So we should have the assertiveness also in our interpersonal relationship. Assertiveness means just the skill to say yes or no. So many people, when we are in relations, so many people will come and tell to us to do this thing and that thing. So we should have the capacity to immediately judge the situation and say yes or no, whether it is applicable to me or not. First we should judge whether it is applicable to me or not. Then we should say yes or no to that person without thinking about the consequences, because it is whether we should think whether it is applicable for me or not. So that is the last thing. So many people face problems when they are not able to say yes or no to the situation. So we should not be confused, we should not be in dilemma. So we should be able to judge the situation immediately and say yes or no to the situation. That is the final skill to develop our interpersonal relationship. So these are the 4 skills we should develop to have a proper interpersonal relationship, dear friends. So they are trust, positive thinking, empathy, and assertiveness. So let us develop these skills and have a very positive interpersonal relationship. Thank you, dear friends.